Hi, my name's Gerry. I'm a twin troller boat owner. Not that long ago, I did a video for Ed, who lives in Florida. He was selling his twin troller. If you don't remember that, I'll put a link right up here. In that video, Ed had photos of the boat he was trying to sell. And it had something that caught my eye. Underneath both of his seats, he had installed a slide, a metal slide under the seat so that the seat could slide forward and backward. Well, I contacted Ed and said, Ed, where did you get that from and what is it and do you like it? Well, Ed contacted me back, gave me all the information, and what do you think I did? Well, I went out and bought one. This is what it looks like. It is a Trac-Lock chair slide, universal. It travels 4.5 inches forward and backward with fingertip control. That's this. There's a button that you, on arm that you kind of release, and then it slides. Its self-lubricating pads provide a smooth, easy glide, and it's made of high-strength aluminum. Fits most seats, and it's large, 7.25 by 13-inch platform. This is kind of what it looks like, and let's go install it and see how we like it. Below this video, click on Show More to see links for many of the items used in most of my videos. They are there so you can locate them in case you are interested. Hi. I went over, I got my seat, removed it from the boat, put it over here so I could work on it. I have the Trac-Lock chair slider here. Now, the thickness of this is about the same thickness of a 2x4 or a 2x6 that I had put here. I put two of them to raise the seat up. So I don't want the seat higher than it right now is. So I'm going to remove one of the blocks, install this, and then put the seat back on, and I'm going to show you how I do that. So let's do it. All right, so let me just show you a little bit better how this looks. It has a card with absolutely no instructions. It comes out in one piece. This is what it looks like. And this is the little lever you lift up that releases this so that this can slide. So this I plan on installing in the seat this way so that this little lever is sticking out this corner, front right corner of the seat, and with my right hand I'll just lift up on it and then I can move forward and backward. That's the plan. Let's see how it goes. I need to remove the seat, and these are 7/16 inch bolts, so let me take them off. I'll put it on fast. Now these two are pretty much stuck together because of the paint, and I separated them. So one is going to disappear, the other one we're going to use again. Now in order to get these long bolts out of here, you need to turn the plate just a little bit so that you can expose the heads. There they go. The head so that I can take this off of the seat. You see where this circle is in the metal plate? There's a circle on the seat too, so they go right over the top of each other, so that these two screws go in these diagonal slots. This plate is now as far forward towards the front of the seat as it can be. And let me push that down. And these back screws are in the back diagonal plates. Now I got to tighten them. I just wanted to get an idea of what I'm doing and make sure that they're in the right location. I need to mount this plate to this. It doesn't come with any screws. I have a couple of 7/16" bolts that I have. I have nylon washers, lock washers. But when I put these through, I'm worried a little bit of the clearance. They do clear, but I'm going to put on 2 washers on the top of the nut like this, so that they can fit in here and they'll be a little bit lower and I won't have a clearance issue. So I will do those and get back with you. All right, I'm tightening up the last bolts. Okay, and I had to use a pair of pliers, needle nose, to hold the bolts so it wouldn't spin. But I got all of them tightened. As you can see, when the plate turns, I have plenty of clearance. These bolts now go here. However, they are too long, because if you remember, I used to have 2 of these here, like this, and then it was bolted across. I'm no longer going to have one of them. So I don't have bolts the right size. I'm going to measure these to length. What I will do is put the nut on, bring it down to the length where I want it, and then I will cut off the bolt on the top side of it, and then take a grinding wheel and just barely spin it and get the burr off the edge. And then when I unscrew this, it should help to get the threads so that this will go on and off without being an issue in the future. That way I'll have the correct bolt. Otherwise, these will hang down into the area below my seat where I have storage, where I have tackle trays in here, and they'll be bumping into here all the time. So I'm gonna do that different, and I will get you back when I'm all done. Let me show you this. This is the bolt that I measured to be the correct length to have the piece of wood on here, and then the frame, and then the little piece of aluminum plate that goes on top that this bolts into. So it'll go in like this. And if you can see this, there's a little black line that I created here. The black line and all of the threads going up are going to get cut off. I'm using a cut-off wheel on a grinder, and I threaded a nut on first so that after I clean up the threads up here, I can back this off, and hopefully that will help to clear the rest of the threads that might be damaged from cutting this off. All right, if you happen to be doing anything like this, please make sure you wear some kind of safety goggles, because the metal shards go flying all over. That worked out really well. I hope you can see this. I had to work this a couple of times up and down to get the threads completely cleared, but I put this on a grinder and just ground just at an angle. The tip, I also put it on a wire brush and brushed that, and then it still had a little burrs, and me working this back and forth like this, get it to be the right length. So let me cut all the rest of these and we'll be good. Okay, I have the 4 bolts cut to the correct length. Spin this a little bit, and then I can get these up in here. If you remember, I did some extra washers to make some clearance. I'm really glad I did, because I needed the clearance from the bottom of this bolt to the top of that nut. And it now does have that clearance. There's the piece of wood. Here's the front of the seat. That would be the front right of the seat. So I want to make sure that I put this on correct. And I can tell that because in my front right hand, I have my pliers and cutters and things like that. So I know that that's where it belongs. Here's the metal plate, aluminum. Let me just get a couple of nuts secured so this doesn't all fall off of here. Okay, I hope you can see this. The front of the seat, when this is all the way back, is actually even with the cradle that I built underneath the seat for supporting my trays. So this is farther back than it normally is. And if I push it forward, it will go all the way forward like this, or in the middle, wherever you want it. In my case, if I want it all the way back, it'll come back as far as I can get it. Hopefully, I'll like it when it's in the boat. We won't know until we try it. So I'll see you there. Well, here we are at the lake, and we're going to primarily test the seat slide. There it is right there. And we're going to see how we like it. Well, you probably can't see this, but I had the seat as far forward on the slide as it will go. And let me just try to move it. Okay, lift up the handle, slide it back. Wow, this slides very comfortably. No drag, slides easy. Wow, I like it so far. That means that I don't have to adjust the seat in the track if I just want to move back a little bit or forward a little. I think it's 4.5 inches of movement from center forward and backward also. So you're looking at 9 inches of total travel, but it slides very easily, quiet, and easy to lift up on that little handle. And I'll show you what it looks like in a little while. I'm hoping you can see this well. I push the lever, and this slides all the way forward and all the way back. Stays in place unless you lift up that little tab. Let's try using the seat slide. I'm going to push it all the way back because I want to turn around and go to the back. Oh, that really let me do that pretty well. Oh, this is nice. You can actually sit sideways, put my feet up here very comfortably, go around. As opposed to, it used to be like this. I could not sit like this very comfortably. But if I push the seat all the way back, I can. I like it. Got the seat all the way back. My feet right now are a little bit too long to hit the pedals. All I gotta do is move up a little and get the pedals. Now I could go all the way up like this if I really needed it, but even that to me is a little bit too close. Lift it up, push back. I get it to exactly where I want it. I didn't have to move the seat in the tracks. That was pretty convenient. So what is my conclusion about the slider on the seat? Well, at first I didn't think it made much difference, but I guess I needed to use it a few times of spinning around to be able to get into the back to start the motor, or to get into the front again after I'm there. And I really do like it. It was a noticeable difference for me to push the seat all the way back and then to turn it. And when I turn, I am this much farther back than I was. Originally, I was only here. Then I could pick up my feet, and I'm not trying to bring my feet way out here to get around all the tackle and everything that I have here. Not only that, when I sit sideways like this, I can put my feet on here, and it was very comfortable to do that. Before, if you put your feet here, my knees were so far forward that they were kind of really bent, and this was very comfortable to do that. Now, I don't often sit sideways like that, but I could see me doing that if I was especially fishing in one spot, anchored, and then wanted to turn sideways because maybe the boat is pointed this way and I want to fish over there or over here, Or if I was throwing live bait and fishing out the side of the boat. Live bait, I would probably try to anchor the front and the back sideways in the wind, or sideways to what I want to throw to, whether it be a grass shoreline or whatever, and then I could turn sideways like this and be very comfortable. And I have a good idea that I might wind up putting a second one of these, one on the back seat. So when I fish with John or someone else, that will make a difference for them to be comfortable. I hope you liked the idea of what I did and saw that it was relatively easy to install. Thanks for watching. Bye now.